I have 2 less chickens now than I had before. Oh, goodness. Scared each other, huh? Oh, goodness. And where are you going? Don't go too far. Interrupting my video, though. My commentary. Okay. I'll continue talking while watching them closely. Anyway, I rehomed Cleo because all she was ever laying was soft-shelled eggs that I could see. And I watched her lay them, so I know it was her and Angel. But it was getting worse. I could tell, it wasn't always coming out. And I'm like, this is a thing that I have going on. What am I doing wrong? And so I rehomed her to someone who, within 5 days, she was already laying good eggs. So I'm like, what are you doing different than me? And the main thing that she's doing different is she's only giving them chicken feed. The dry chicken feed, that's all. And water, of course. She doesn't give them scraps. She doesn't do any of that. She doesn't even toss them like mealworms or anything. And I'm like, for crying out loud. So I'm like, fine. So I stopped giving the hens anything but dry feed. However, they did get some wet feed. So I thought, well, what if it's the wet feed? What if the wet feed is making it so that, these shells aren't producing right? Well, I do tend to give them, cabbage and stuff like that as well. So I'm like, fine. You know what? I won't. And I think it was popcorn the other day. Oh, really? Had an egg that came out and it cracked. And it could have been Miss Cloud, but I don't think so. So I'm like, I hope this is not a thing. I hope there's something in this environment here. I don't know, because the lady that I rehomed Cleo to is using the exact same feed. Oh, we having a good time? So Cleo's gone, and I feel bad about it because now, unless something's changed since the last time I talked to her new owner, she's fine. And I'm like, I could have kept her. But I don't know. I mean, not if she kept doing that all the time. That wouldn't have been good. But she's alive. The sad news is that this morning I had to put Trinity out of her misery. She had sauerkraut, which I know can be curable. And I tried doing what I thought would take care of it. And I thought it went away, and apparently it had not gone away at all. So essentially she ended up having it for 3 weeks maybe. I noticed it. I got rid of it. She was fine. And then last night I came out and her crop was huge and squishy, and I picked her up and she threw up. And I'm also looking at her, and like her wings, the feathers on her wings were disappearing. It literally could have just been that she had a yeast infection. And someone told me online, just get Monistat, split the pills into 3 and give it to them 3 times a day for however long. And it should clear up the yeast infection, right? Well, I didn't know that. And they did have the apple cider vinegar in their water. But I don't know exactly what it was that she ate, other than maybe the sprouted oats I gave them. It's the only thing I could think of. Because it was after that I noticed it. So I had to take care of it this morning because I had a friend who was going to come over. But however, it was going to be 2 or 3 hours later, and she was suffering. I could hear her out here from my house. Every now and then it sounded like there was a peacock out here. And it was because she was trying to breathe. And she's like, "Squawk!" trying to breathe. So I came rushing out, and of course Carmine tried to jump on her. And I'm like, dude, she's sick. And then she couldn't breathe because he jumped on her, because that's how bad it was. It was so full. It was like a softball. I pick her up. She threw up. I got rid of some of it, but all she was doing, she couldn't breathe anymore. I'm like, okay, I've got to do this. And of course I completely messed it up, which is what I was afraid of. I tried using the cone and what do they call it, the choke chain method thing. Yeah, that didn't work. All it did was me pulling on her poor neck. So then I was like, this isn't working. So I took her out and I did the whole broomstick thing. That didn't work. And then I had to really do it, and that's when it worked. And they make it look so easy in these videos. So easy. And I'm like, I was, of course, in tears. Not at first, because I had to deal with it. I'm like, I got to deal with this. She's suffering, and now she's suffering more because I don't know what the heck I'm doing. Yeah. So unfortunately, sadly and unfortunately, I am down 2 hens. So, yeah, I had 8. Now I have 6. I have 7 chickens if you count him. They're mostly full grown. So I have 6 hens, and all of them are laying eggs periodically. So I have fans blowing, but now I don't know where to put the fans because they have this huge run now, and they used to just stay in there by the fans. Now they're out here. So do I need to put the fans out here? How many fans do I need, Angel? So yeah, I'm sad. I wish I had done a better job. And it seems to me that the best way to do it is with something sharp. Because that would have been so much faster, cleaner. But you know what? If PK gets sick, we're going to the vet. Yeah, PK, because I don't think I could do it. She's definitely like a pet. And I guess they're all like a pet. And I wouldn't have thought I could have done it to Trinity, but you do what you have to do, I guess.